Hi there, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. It's Saturday and it has been a very productive Saturday. So I started out the morning putting on the grungy old work sweater. I mean, this thing, there's a hole there big enough to put the fingers through. There's another hole up here. It's like I could fix this, but that's part of the grungy old cotton work sweater. So, yeah, holes are part of a work sweater. The more holes in the sweater, the harder you've worked, right? So I started out cutting up vegetables to make salsa. I had been trying to keep up with the produce coming out of the garden. We have had tomatoes, beans, cucumbers, just flooding into the house from the garden. Lately it's been tomatoes. And earlier this week I made 4 jars of corn and bean salsa. And I was like, oh, I'll make some more tomorrow. All I have to do is run to the produce stand up on the corner and grab some sweet peppers. Then I realized, no, I finished off the cumin. I'd have to go to the grocery store and get cumin, and I have to get onions and peppers. And by the time I got around to all that stuff, I might as well make a full grocery store run. So when I was out yesterday, I got the extra ingredients I needed and spent some time this morning blanching the tomatoes so the skins would come off, chopping up the tomatoes, chopping up onions, chopping up peppers, cutting corn off the cob. And I made 7 pints of corn and black bean salsa. Yay! With no jalapenos. So we will have some safe tacos through 2026. Then, well, after I cut up the vegetables, you have to let it soak for like 2 hours. So during those 2 hours, I finished up a project. I had finished up a project even before that. Last night, I got all the pieces done for what I call the Sprawling Puppy. I believe the free pattern on Instagram, it is called Sadie the Puppy, but just the way it lies on its belly with the feet, I just call it my Sprawling Puppy. It's more descriptive than Sadie the Puppy. Got all the pieces made, but it was 10:30 at night. I do not sew after 10:30 at night. This puppy might have a foot coming out of the top of her head if I'm sewing at 10:30 at night. So once I get up, oh, actually, I was watching Shannon from Another Yarn this morning, and she was talking about responsible crafting and how you do those things that you're supposed to do. And I was sewing up the puppy as I was watching her video this morning. His nose looks sort of off kilter. This yarn was a little smaller. It was like a DK yarn. So I had to go down to a 3.0 hook. Not my favorite thing to work with, but I think the puppy turned out pretty cute. So there is my Sprawling Puppy that I finished before I went into salsa duty. Then while the salsa was soaking, I finished my Strawberry Penguin. The beak is washing out in this lighting. Can we go that way? Can you see the beak yet? There is a beak there. I promise you there is a beak. I can put the picture up here. Because, you know what? This is on Etsy already. This is on Etsy already. Then after the salsa was done, oh man, I was on a roll today. I made the baby blue foil ornament. So let's see if I can get a size comparison here. There's the regular size, and there is baby blue. This was the sport weight yarn that came in the kits where I had extra left over. Excuse me. I didn't have a nap today. I should sleep well tonight. There we go. And yes, that's on Etsy too. All of the stuff that I made today, I put it right on Etsy. I'm being more responsible. Yes. So that makes me feel better that I'm not letting things pile up. And I am making exceptional progress on clearing off that list of items that I highlighted on my master list on Sunday, saying, okay, I want to make this, I want to make this, I want to make this. Finishing this was on the list. Strawberry penguin was on the list. Miniature whale ornament was on the list. All that's left from what I highlighted is watermelon Louie. Louie the monkey in watermelon colors. It's out by my chair. I got all the yarn together. I've got the yarn and the pattern together. So they're in a bag. Even though I haven't started, they're in a bag for a work in progress. I'm feeling good about today. Yeah. I was looking into, I saw a post. Someone was asking, what is the best craft show you've ever done? The problem was, the post was done by my daughter's house in Pennsylvania. I am in a craft show group. I'm in a bunch of craft show groups, like finding craft shows in Western New York and finding craft shows in Central New York and down around Pennsylvania. So all these people were answering of shows that they have done that did well. 2 people mentioned the Black Hawks show that I do twice a year, which has been a good show for me. Not my best show. Best show is still Street Fest. There is the possibility that Street Fest will get bumped by the 2-day show in November if we are not snowed out. But Street Fest is still the best. 2 of the vendors who posted in the thread mentioned Black Hawks. So I'm like Googling. Somebody will say, oh, this place. And I'm Googling it. Okay. It's 2 hours further south than my daughter's house. I don't think I would want to drive the 3.5 hours to get down to my daughter's house. And then on Saturday morning, leave to drive 2 hours for a show that starts at 7 a.m. So I'll cross that one off the list. But it was a, like it was Spring, PA, Spring Market. And apparently it's a museum that has a farmer's market and vendors can come and set up. And I was thinking, there's a place up by my daughter's house up here, half-hour drive, that it's super flea. And they have building after building of antiques and flea market type stuff. And there's one weekend per month that's like the garage sale day where people can come and set up in the parking lot for, I don't know if it's like $10 or $15. And I was like, oh, maybe I should give that a try. But we're getting to the point where, well, the first weekend of September, yeah, that might work if it was the weekend after Labor Day. But the first weekend of October, the weather's already starting to get pretty chill. I don't know if I'd want to do an outside show in in October. So I don't know. I'll look into that and see what the details are. Possibly put that on the schedule for September 6th. We'll see. I just feel like I have to do something to help clean out the inventory. Getting stuff on Etsy, that's good. That's progress. I still haven't had any Etsy sales at all this month. So, you know, the progress isn't really progress until sales start picking up again and I actually sell some stuff on Etsy. Okay, where was I going with all this? I have no idea. Maybe I should stop gabbing and go out and play with yarn. I'm going to work on the monkey, Louie the monkey, Louie the watermelon monkey, watermelon Louie. And I'm not sure where I'm going from there. Oh, that I know. I remember what I'm going to do. Yeah, I look up there like, oh, I've got to get more safety eyes. I'm running out of safety eyes. I've been making stuff left and right, and my safety eyes, I'm running out of 8mm, 9mm. I'm stocked on 10. 12 is running low. I'm stocked on 15. So I think I better make myself an Amazon order before I run out of safety eyes. Boy. I've got a lot of the funny little eyes, the kawaii eyes, and the ones that have color disc behind them, but just plain black safety eyes. The stock's running low. I'll add that to my list. Don't just say it, girl. Do it. That looks scary. Okay. 8, 9, 10, 12 safety eyes. And I need to add tomato paste, onions. There was one more thing to my shopping list. Tomato paste, onions. Okay with that. Can't remember what the third thing was. What did I use up today? We'll figure it out. I got those two things. It seemed like something my husband said to me. Oh, we're almost out of this. I'll ask him. How did I go from here's what I made, here's what I'm going to make, to my shopping list? I think I need to go work with yarn. Play with yarn. Play with yarn. Not work. Not work. It's play. And I need to update my inventory list because I haven't been a good girl with keeping that updated. I will see you tomorrow. I'll show you my progress on Baby Louie tomorrow. And I think there's one other project I might get a start on tonight. Yep. So, bye-bye. Get my fingers there so I'm not doing a live long and prosper thing. Look, I noticed my fingers were sort of off there, but yes, I can do the Vulcan thing. You never know what you're going to get on this channel, do you? One thing I discovered today. I have gotten into the bad habit of, like, if I'm cutting vegetables for dinner, I sit down at the table with the cutting board in front of me and I sit down to do it. And today I was like, nope. I'm going to put on some fun, upbeat music and I'm going to stand at the countertop and do this. Well, I found out that if I'm standing there cutting up vegetables, when I've got some upbeat music on, I get some more moves in. So that's something I need to get back to. That was definitely healthier to stand there bopping along to the music, as long as you're not waving the knife around. Definitely healthier than just sitting in the chair and working. So I'll go play with yarn now.